Good day everyone, hope you're all doing well. I am Rainier Hapus and I'm here today with my partner, Ferlin Diligas. We're excited to delve into the topic of curriculum planning. Let's explore together. This chapter provides information on the process of curriculum planning as an important phase of curriculum development. In this chapter, you should be able to discuss different curriculum sources and influences. Number 2, analyze different levels of curriculum planning. And number 3, identify different roles of teachers and school administrators in curriculum planning. So once again, our topic is all about curriculum planning. So when we say curriculum planning, it is the process of designing and organizing learning experiences that students will have in a particular course or program. It involves making decisions about what students will learn, how they will learn it, and how their learning will be assessed. Think of it as the roadmap for education. It lays out the path students will make to reach their learning goals, ensuring a structured and effective learning experience. Before I formally start, allow me to discuss first the benefits of curriculum planning. Curriculum planning offers numerous benefits for students, teachers, and schools. First, structured learning. Instruction learning provides a clear framework for instruction, ensuring that all essential topics are covered. Number 2, goal alignment. So when we say goal alignment, it helps teachers focus at shaping specific learning objectives, leading to more effective teaching and learning. Number 3, effective assessment. So when we say effective assessment, allows for the development of appropriate assessment to measure student progress and identify areas for improvement. And lastly, enhanced collaboration. When we say enhanced collaboration, it facilitates collaboration among teachers and administrators to ensure consistency and coherence across different courses and grade levels. Okay. Curriculum sources and influences. According to Tyler in 1949, identified 3 major sources of curriculum: subject matters, society, and learners. Accordingly, these curriculum sources need to be considered and examined to identify the 4 elements of curriculum: goals, content, learning experiences, and evaluation. Simple example about curriculum source. A curriculum for high school biology class draws from subject matter of biology, including concepts like cell structure, photosynthesis, and evolution. Impact on curriculum elements. So first we have goals. Students will understand the basic principle of cell structure and function. Number 2, content. Textbooks, lab, experiment, and online resources covering cell biology. And then their learning experiences, microscope observations, discussions, and group projects on cell division. And lastly, evaluation, tests, quizzes, and reports, and presentations to assess students' understanding of cell biology concept. Now, let's go to society as source of curriculum. Society is an important source of curriculum. Teachers need to understand the cultural, socioeconomic, and political condition of the people. So we know that society plays a crucial role in shaping the curriculum, acting as the primary source of inspiration and direction for educators. This means that teachers must be deeply aware of the cultural, socioeconomic, and political condition of the community they serve to develop a relevant and responsive curriculum. This approach ensures that education effectively addresses the needs and challenges faced by students and prepares them to thrive in their specific context. Now, let's go to learners as the source of curriculum. Knowledge about the learners is the one of the major sources of the curriculum. Although the Commission on Higher Education or CHED or the Technical Educational Skills Development Authority or TESTA, educators and curriculum developers have tried to align the curriculum to the needs and nature of the students. Simple examples about learners as a source of curriculum. Imagine designing a mathematics curriculum for a group of high school students who are visually learners. To cater their learning style, you could incorporate more diagrams, graphs, and visual aids in the lesson to help them better understand mathematical concept. By understanding that the students are visual learners, you can tailor the curriculum to meet their needs and enhance their learning experience. And now, let me explain the discipline or the subject matter, the source of curriculum. Think of curriculum is like a recipe for learning. The ingredients are the knowledge, skills, and the concept that make up a subject. The way those ingredients are combined and presented is the curriculum. The subject itself, like math, history, or art, dictates what those ingredients should be. Each subject has its own unique flavor and structure. The curriculum needs to reflect that. For example, the subject is history.
Hello everyone, my name is Ferlin A. Dilibus and I'm going to discuss the curriculum influences. So aside from the major curriculum sources, Stark and Latuca in 1997 identified the three major factors that influence curriculum. So first is external influences, second is internal influences, and last is organizational influences. Stark and Latuca used the term curriculum influences to refer to these three factors that are very influential in curriculum development. According to them, these curriculum influences affect the whole academic plan that incorporates a total blueprint for action, including the purposes, activities, and ways of measuring success. So let's discuss first the external influences. So the parts of external influences or the variety of external influences are society, government, discipline, associations, marketplace, and alumni. Second is organizational influences, program relationship, resources, and governance. And next is internal influences. These are the faculty, students, discipline, and program mission. So understanding the different curriculum influences is useful in knowing the different factors that are needed to be considered in developing a curriculum. It provides the sources of data and information for developing curriculum. Curriculum influences is useful in making the curriculum more relevant and responsive to the educational system of the Philippines. First, let's discuss the students. The students are considered as the most influential among the different curriculum influences, especially in designing the implemented curriculum. Learners have different interests, needs, talents, abilities, learning styles, and thinking preferences. All these are important in course planning. Teachers believe that the students could learn more if their interests and learning styles are considered when planning their courses. Many students want a variety of learning experiences in their classes and practical applications of their lessons in real-life situations. Because they came from different families with different cultures, religious affiliations, beliefs, language, and economic status. When teachers plan their courses, they always keep this in mind. They recognize that their previous experience with the students, including the students' performance in class, are sources of valuable information about the students' capabilities. Many teachers observe during their classes that students' backgrounds, especially their demographic characteristics, influence their attitudes and performance toward learning. Thus, students bring with them their cultures in the school. So, in college, academic backgrounds of students is influential in curriculum planning, as students took up basic education in either public or private schools in the provinces. Their academic skills and learning habits differ from those of the city. Some students have poor communication skills because of background in English educations. Second is the school vision's mission and core values. The school vision and mission and core values are very influential factors in developing the curriculum. They are the fundamental basis in developing the four elements of the curriculum, which are the goals and objectives, content, learning experiences, and evaluations. So these three factors are included in all the lesson plans or course syllabi to ensure that the core values of the institution are included in the syllabi. The vision and mission and core values of the schools are also reflected in the planned, implemented, and hidden curriculum of the schools. So all faculty members are required to reflect this type of education in their teaching, lesson plans, and in the syllabus. The vision and mission and core values of the schools are a reflection of what the institution can contribute to the society and to the development of individuals, students, and alumni are expected to possess the core values of their schools. Third is the admission and retention policies. These policies set the standard of what kind of students are admitted and what are the things they need to do as students of the institution until they graduate. This is an important part of the intended and implemented curriculum. These policies help ensure that the right students are admitted and they meet the school's expectation throughout their educations. These rules are important because they support the smooth running of the schools and help make sure the curriculum is followed properly. They also shape the school's environment and culture, sometimes influencing students' behavior in ways that aren't directly taught in class. Rules also develop the hidden curriculum of the schools. So, examples of this in admission policies, a school might require students to pass an entrance exams to be accepted. Next is retention policies. A school might require students to maintain a certain grade point average to continue their studies and eventually graduate. Fourth is the faculty members. The influence of faculty members is also considered important because faculty members bring with them their educational background, experiences, expertise, and personal and professional and political views on the institution. They also have different interests, teaching styles, and philosophies, which influence the way they plan, develop, and implement the curriculum. So in basic educations, teachers take the role of a second parent to their students. Many students believe in what they say and teach. They are not only seen as models of high ethical life, students and other people also see them as intellectuals in various subject areas. Also, in the college level, teachers are seen as experts in their fields. They are expected to know more about their subjects. The academic freedom enjoyed by faculty members also allows them to modify and plan their syllabi based on their expertise and researches. The behaviors of the faculty members also influence the hidden curriculum in college. Sometimes, their students take their professional and personal views on certain issues seriously as a principles. Teachers, as recognized by Stark and Latuca in 1997, are a major influence in curriculum development. They are the key implementers of the curriculum. The success of any curriculum and instruction highly depends on them. They need to be empowered to make curricular and instructional innovations in their own schools. Teachers are expected to be experts in the content of the subjects they teach. They should also be experts in pedagogy. Fifth is the school administrators and board of trustees. The board of trustees play an important role in providing curriculum leaderships in schools, colleges, and universities. Apart from setting and approving rules for the school, they administer the planning, implementations, and evaluations of the curriculum. The administrators then serve as curriculum and instructional leaders. They provide administrative and leadership support for the implementations of the curriculum. Their abilities and skills as curriculum leaders and managers are essential in curriculum development, implementations, and evaluations, according to Was and Bondi in 2006. According to Olivia, in 2005, considered them as part of the entire team of curriculum workers in an institutions. The academic preparations and previous experiences of the administrators can also be noted to influence the development of the curriculum. Number 6. Accrediting agencies. Accrediting agencies are equally influential in basic education and in higher education, like the DepEd and CHED. The accrediting agencies set the necessary education for curriculum, instruction, faculty, and facilities and influence how the standards programs are governed. Accrediting agencies determine the quality of courses being offered in an institution. As such, many schools, especially in private or public schools, try their best to improve the governance and implementation of their various curricular and co-curricular programs. Some accrediting agencies in the Philippines are the Association of Christian Schools, Colleges, and Universities Accrediting Agency Incorporation, Philippine Accrediting Association of Schools, and the Accrediting Agency for Chartered Colleges and Universities in the Philippines. These accrediting bodies are in charge of evaluating the quality of education for each member institution based on criteria set by the accrediting agencies. For each member institution based on criteria set by the accrediting agency. Number 7. Government policies and agencies. The respondents identified government policies and agencies as most influential in curriculum planning and development. In basic education, the Department of Education issues department orders or DOs and memoranda that serve as guide for all public and private schools in the country. The Department of Education also prescribes the official curriculum for basic education and issues the guidelines for operations for private schools. And also for tertiary education, the CHED, through its series of memorandum orders, prescribes the minimum general education and professional courses, course credits, and course description to be taken by the students. The CHED also prescribes the faculty qualifications, faculties, and other requirements for the implementation and administrations of the courses. Number 8. Market demands. Market demands, or the needs of the society, are very influential in planning and developing curriculum. It is imperative that students are prepared in terms of knowledge, values, and skills to meet the needs and demands of different institutions in the society. For example, graduates are expected to develop or possess 21st century skills. They are expected to be technologically literate. They are also expected to develop various literacies, including functional literacies. Schools are expected to develop graduates that can be assets and good citizens of the society. Number 9 is alumni. The alumni are also considered as one of the external influences on curriculum development. The alumni are very helpful in terms of donating money to support programs for students, faculty scholarships, professional chairs, facilities, and financing students' activities. Besides financial helps, their comments or their evaluation feedback based on their previous experiences as students are very useful information for improving the implemented curriculum of the school. The alumni are the living testimony of the curriculum or the quality of educations offered by a particular school. That's why alumni are very important in curriculum planning because they bring real world experience and their feedback can help identify gaps in the curriculum. That's 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 ensuring that students are better prepared for their careers. Alumni also create networking opportunities for students, offering internship or job connections. So by involving alumni, schools can improve their courses and better support students' success. 10. The Media and Information and Communications Technologies, or ICT. Media and Information and Communication Technologies are two of the external curriculum influences. The presence of technology, especially the internet, enables students and teachers to access almost all the information they need for teaching and learning. This allows students and faculty members to access online journals, papers, and other information from the internet to be used for teaching and learning. Technology connects the school to the global community. In as much as ICT is changing the landscape of schooling, it is also changing how the courses are planned and implemented, especially how the content of the curriculum will be put together. Although it is expensive to have full ICT integrations in schools, school administrators try their best to achieve this goal. Computers, LCD projectors, internet facilities, and other forms of technology are made available for instructional purposes in the school. 11. The church and church-related agencies. For religious schools, the different religious orders that the church play an important role in schools. Many religious institutions serve as extension programs or mission programs of the churches and religious orders that established them. So the involvement of churches and religious orders in religious schools is important in curriculum planning because it ensures that the educational content reflects the core values, beliefs, and mission of the religious institution. These schools serve as an extension of the church mission, so incorporating Bible studies, theology, and Christian living subjects helps reinforce the spiritual and moral educations of students. Additionally, activities such as retreats and chapel services provide opportunities for students to grow in their faith and build a sense of community. So, these integrations of faith and learning shapes students' overall character development, which is a fundamental goal in religious education. Number 12. School facilities and other resources. School facilities and other resources are very important in the implementation of the curriculum. The respondents explain that school facilities like classrooms, libraries, laboratories, ICT equipment, dormitories, school clinics, counseling office, canteen, chapel for sectarian schools, and laboratories are very useful in providing quality education, especially in the implementing the curriculum. Student services. The last among the influence are the existing student services or existing student support system institutionalized by the schools. First is the campus ministry. It helps in the spiritual nourishment of the students in sectarian schools. Second, guidance and counseling services. It provides professional help to students with various personal and psychological concerns. Third, health services. It responds to various health-related concerns of the students through a clinic with full-time health workers. Financial assistance and scholarships. It provides financial assistance to deserving students. Last is the Student Affairs Office. It guides the students in organizing activities and provides all forms of support for academic and personal development of the students in the school. So these curriculum influences and sources are very important in curriculum development. Responding to these curriculum sources and influences helps curriculum workers and developers in planning, developing, and implementing a relevant and responsive curriculum for different learners and schools. They help everyone involved in and affected by a curriculum understand the context in which one is developed. Moreover, when evaluating a curriculum, these curriculum sources and influences are the ones that are looked into and reviewed. Curriculum planning is an essential part of curriculum development. It sets the tone for curriculum development activities. In curriculum planning, we are taught to examine the needs and demands of the society, understand the nature of the discipline and structure of knowledge, and analyze the nature and the needs of the learners. So the knowledge about the learners, it helps us to understand that curriculum must respond to the nature, needs, interests, learning styles, and thinking preferences of every learner. It makes us realize that purpose of curriculum is not just to develop knowledge and skills, but for the holistic development of every learner. Also, knowledge about the society. It helps us to realize that a curriculum must be made relevant and responsive to the needs and demands of the society. A curriculum should be context-based and it must uphold social values and edify the democratic principles of the society. So, all of that knowledge about the discipline of subject matter, it helps us to understand the different disciplines, subjects, and academic fields. It enables every curriculum worker to understand essential contents that should be covered in a particular discipline.